Alara Vance grew up in the cobblestone streets of Edinburgh, Scotland, where mist clung to castle walls, rain tapped against leaded windows, and the North Sea wind carried a sharp, bracing chill. Her family ran a small, centuries-old bookstore tucked along a narrow lane, its shelves crammed with leather-bound classics, dog-eared paperbacks, and the faint, comforting scent of old paper and beeswax. For most of her 24 years, Alara believed her world was small enough to fit within those walls, and that love, if it ever came, would be quiet, steady, and familiar, like the turning of pages in a well-loved book. But fate rarely follows the plot we write for ourselves. It began in late autumn, when a package arrived at the bookstore. It was wrapped in brown paper, sealed with wax, and bore a stamp from Kyoto, Japan. There was no return address, only a short note scrawled in ink that flowed like brushstrokes, for the keeper of stories that cross borders. Inside was not a book, but a hand-painted postcard. On one side bloomed a vivid watercolor of cherry blossoms falling over the Como River, on the other, a single line, "Do you believe places have voices?" Alara stared at it for a long time. She had traveled very little, only once to London as a teenager, and Japan felt like something out of a fairy tale, distant, beautiful, and impossible to reach. Yet the words lingered in her mind, and before she knew it, she found herself writing a reply on a blank card, describing the way fog rolled over Edinburgh Castle at dawn, how the street lamps glowed like golden orbs through the mist, and how stories felt like bridges between people who had never met. She addressed it to the same post office box in Kyoto, half convinced it would never reach its destination. 3 weeks later, another postcard arrived. This one showed the Fushimi Inari Shrine, thousands of vermilion torii gates winding up a forested mountain. "They do have voices," read the note.